Hello, you. It's me. And I just wanted to make a quick video about Matt Rife, or as I like to call him, Barney Fife. I don't know if you're familiar with the Andy Griffith Show, but Barney Fife was a character. He was the deputy to the sheriff, and he was kind of a scrawny guy, very overconfident, thought he was uh, better looking than most and more capable, even though he actually had uh, a hard time with his self-confidence because he wasn't those things, even though he wanted to pretend to be. And Matt Rife reminds me a lot of him. He grew up very insecure. He allegedly, did a few things to, fix his teeth because he had a gap. Might have done some surgeries, who knows. Certainly started working out so he wasn't as scrawny. And look, I don't have any problem with him. I personally don't find him attractive because to me he's 12. He's a young guy, way too young for me. It's hard for me to see him in that role because he is so young. But he's just a guy who kind of got his head up his ass, and because he got some fame, and the ladies love him and think he's so cute. And so he wanted to counteract that by making a comedy show that was more objectable to people. Whatever. Honestly, he hasn't said anything terrible if you compare him to to a lot of comedians. That guy, what is his name? Pete something. He's a comedian. He dated Ariana Grande for a while. I mean, he's got some pretty crazy stuff that he says in his comedy routines. So do a lot of people. And people are on the attack with him. Oh, he hates women, blah, blah, blah. It's just comedy. To me, anyway, it's just comedy. I've watched a few of his shows. I didn't find anything overly objectable. I've seen clips of the new thing that he did, and honestly, I wasn't bothered by it. It was okay. Maybe a little over the top, but that's what comedians do. Would he be my go-to to watch? Probably not, but that doesn't mean he's bad. It just means that his comedy isn't necessarily the kind of comedy I would go see. He's not my favorite comedian. So what? So what? He got a big head from his fame. He'll come down to earth again, and I'm sure we'll learn from the experience, and hopefully his comedy will improve and become even better. But let me just be clear, I don't think his comedy is bad now. I got a couple chuckles out of one of his shows. He's fine. I think that this needed to happen to knock him down a few pegs so that he can get back down to earth and get back down to doing, his comedy his way, which is fine. But, yeah, I don't see anything wrong with him. Comedians can be crass. Comedians can say objectionable things that you find objectionable. That's fine. A lot of people love Cat Williams. He's definitely not for me. His comedy's definitely not for me. I don't find him funny, but a lot of people do, and there's nothing wrong with that. him striking women, so to speak, making his latest show more guy friendly. That's fine. That's fine. If you like it, watch him again. If you don't. But I think this is just because he is young, and he did kind of get his head up his own ass for a while. I think he'll calm down, and I think his humor will improve as a result of that. And I say don't write him off. Don't write him off. He's learning, he's growing, and he'll get his head out his butt eventually. I'm sure of it. I hope so. I think the best comedians are the most humble. And I think he just needs to learn that. He'll get there. But, yeah, I mean, be mad if you want to, but it seems unnecessary. It really does. He can say and do what he wants. Some people find it funny, some people won't. And that's okay. He hasn't harmed anybody. He's, as far as I know, he's not some violent jerk or anything. He's just being kind of a jerk right now in his attitude. But, like I said, that'll calm down. And I think he'll be better for it. So, give him a chance. Anyway, that's all I gotta say.